Welcome, everyone. I will be your host for this evening, and my name is Southern Belle 74. This series I do every Sunday, and it's entitled Unsolved Missing and a Broken Justice System. And what I do is I show cases, and I like to put out the word, especially about child abuse and domestic violence. I want to bring awareness to it, and I'll also have numbers for both the domestic violence hotline as well as the child abuse hotline. If you see something, please say something. Okay, I'm going to put up the disclaimer and we'll get into our first case. Okay, guys, and we're back. We have a 25-year-old and a 28-year-old who was arrested for child neglect charges. A deputy found them passed out while their 1-year-old little boy was walking along Interstate US 1 wearing a dirty diaper and covered in bug bites. Let's get into it.
Honestly.
A woman is shocked by what she saw near the highway. A toddler wandering alone, cars passing by. This is News 6 at 11, getting results. I'm Matt Austin.
And I'm Lisa Bell. Now a couple is behind bars following the close call along US 1 in Oak Hill. News 6's Troy Campbell joins us live from the Volusia County Jail, where they are spending the night. Troy.
Well, investigators say that the 2-year-old's parents are locked up here at the jail tonight after a woman driving along U.S. Highway 1 saw the boy walking near that busy roadway. She says it broke her heart to see that toddler alone and full of bug bites.
Ma'am, I am right here at Oak Hill. There's a car beside the road, ma'am.
This morning at about 10:30, Erica Strozer tells News 6 she called 911 after seeing a 2-year-old boy walking so closely to the roadway, vehicles were slowing down.
Unbelievable. Couldn't believe what I seen. And I said, come here, sweetie, come here, sweetie. He came right up to the car.
Strozer says all the toddler had on was a soiled diaper.
It was disgusting. That baby was bitten from head to toe, covered, full body covered in nothing but mosquito bites.
Volusia deputies say the little boy's parents, 28-year-old Jahara Tirado and 25-year-old Jacob Kruger, were inside their mobile home on the 4000 block of South U.S. Highway 1 in Oak Hill in a narcotic-induced coma and frothing at the mouth. Investigators say last year, Tirado was previously arrested for child neglect when a 3-year-old girl inside the home called 911 while left alone with another 1-year-old boy.
Hello?
Hello? Within a state, Franco?
Okay, I can't understand you. Do you have mommy or daddy with you?
No, we think I see it.
In this most recent case, deputies say the home was covered in filth, including dog feces. Investigators say the parents blamed the mess on their landlord.
Just thank God I was in the right place at the right time, honestly. God put me there for a reason, and it was to save that baby.
And both Tirado and Kruger are scheduled to face a judge tomorrow afternoon. They're being held on a $5,000 bond. We're also told that the 2-year-old tonight is in state custody. Outside the Volusia County Jail, Troy Campbell, getting results, News 6.
Troy, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's? Did we find? No.
I just pulled over. I found him.
They were walking in the road.
Yes, his baby. He actually.
Oh, I know where it is. I think I'm pretty sure I know which one. He's from that one right there.
Oh, good.
I'm pretty sure.
I hope so.
Hey, buddy.
I don't know.
You want to come to me, or are you good there with her?
Oh, look at you.
All right, let's go. Let me hang tight. Can you pull over here for me 1 second? I think I remember this guy.
Poor little man.
Does he say anything to you?
No, he didn't say anything. He's not afraid though, for sure.
He didn't say nothing, though?
No.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. Come here, buddy.
But he almost ran out in front of my truck when I was trying to hear he's running in front of their car.
Gotcha. Jesus Christmas. Give me one. Just hang tight for me 1 second and I'll get all your information. Is this where you live? You live here? Do you live here?
Yeah.
That's where you live? How'd you get out? Is this where you came from?
Yeah.
Hello! See my blue lights, buddy? Look at that. We're gonna sit in that car actually. Can you hang tight with him while I pull my car over here and he can sit in the back of my car for a second? Absolutely is.
Come
There you go.
here. Hey, little man.
Thank you.
Oh, you poor little diaper. Grandbaby, that freaked me out.
Absolutely. Let me pull my car in here.
I had to pull over. I had to.
No, absolutely. Where was he walking? He was just walking right here?
Yeah, get ready to walk into the intersection. And I'm just coming from East Smyrna for my doctor's appointment.
Okay.
It freaked me out.
Would you mind giving me a written statement about what happened? Okay, give me 1 second.
I definitely will.
And I know you're working, so I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible for you.
Thank you.
You know, I don't want to say it's that trailer right there,
Right.
but I was out here for a similar incident, and it was that trailer right there. So I'm going to try to find the mom again.
Same child?
They were younger. They were younger, obviously, at the time, but that's why I'm kind of remembering him. You're a godsend today.
Yes.
Go ahead. You want to sit in the back of my car real quick? With the blue lights on? We'll put the blue lights on, all right?
Man, poor baby.
Woo! Look at you, man.
I know, it's so cool.
Right? Look at you, all right? You want to sit in your car?
Okay,
Go ahead,
yeah,
we're
that'd
nice
be
and cold, and
great.
I'll hang out here with him.
Thank you.
What's up, little man? You like it in here? Woo! Boom, push it. Look at that. Where's your mom at? Where's your mom? Where's your mom? Where's your dad? Alright? Hey. You are full of bug bites. Yeah, that's my traffic vest, so I don't get run over by cars, you know? Kind of like what we almost having to you. Oh no, the car is rocking. It's a hot one out here, ain't it? Whew. Woo, look at that. Push it. Is that one on too? Nope, push it. Boom. Look at that. Pachoo. Oh, get that mosquito. You don't need any more mosquito bites on you, buddy. Slapping down these mosquitoes, buddy. Get off of him. You do high fives? You do knuckles? Ooh, high five. Down low? Good. Primary guy. We gotta try to find your mom and dad. Or somebody. Where they at? Where'd the mom go? That's not your mom. Where's your mom? Ah! That's my hat! Give me that hat back, boy. Come on. Give me. I can't see. That's my hat. Ah, give me that hat. Give me that. Boo. You recognize me?
No.
You don't recognize me? I was here last time when this happened. You remember that?
Yeah.
And your son today was in the street walking out on US 1, and luckily some nice ladies saw him and stopped before he got smushed by a freaking car. You know, what were you guys doing in there?
We were just sleeping.
Just sleeping?
Yeah.
Can we get him a new diaper on? His diaper is really soiled. You don't even want to, like, I mean, you can look at it, obviously, but it's disgusting. Like, I didn't even want to walk in there, but I wanted to make sure there wasn't another kid in there.
Is this the same kid or a different one?
No, it's the same kid. It's the same kid that called us last time. He's got a younger sister, I think. She's with the grandparents. So we're going to need to call DCF or the grandparents. Step out of the car for me. Come here. Come on. Step out of the car. Put your hands behind your back. I've had enough of this with both of you.
What? So you're arrested?
You both are getting arrested. So get your kid dressed.
For what?
Child neglect.
Why?
Come on. What do you mean, why?
Why?
Have a seat in the back of my car.
No,
I've had enough of you guys. Sit in the back. Get in there.
Please, why?
What do you mean, why? Sit in the back of the car. Slide in the car now.
Sure.
Poor parenting. Add that one to the list. Turn around. Come here. You're next.
For what? Why am I getting arrested?
Child neglect. Put your hands behind your back.
What did I do, though?
What did you do? It's what about you didn't do. You didn't watch your kid. Your kid's out on the road. This is a history with you two. I mean, this is just a circus. All I want was the kid to get some clothes and get changed. You guys couldn't even do that.
What do you think I was doing?
Around. That's what you were doing.
I was putting clothes on. This is not fair at all.
It's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair to your son. That's what it's not fair to. Have a seat. They're letting him eat old McDonald's that's like 10 years old. They can't get him clothes. So he's walking around with his glass everywhere. You know, this is just ridiculous. My patience is done with these two.
Okay, guys, please let me know what you thought about that down in the comment section. That was horrible. I understand life happens and kids are curious. I get that. But you could tell that the police officer has dealt with them on more than one occasion. And just the fact that they were so out of it, it was just sad. I'm glad they didn't show footage inside there because he had to go inside that trailer. I'm glad I probably would have threw up. I bet you that house was filthy. My God. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next case. Officials are searching for a woman from California who has been missing for several days.
Officials are searching for a woman who has been missing for days, and now her family is speaking out. It has been exactly 1 week since anyone has seen her.
She and her boyfriend were visiting from California, and tonight we are hearing from her family. Local 10's Roy Ramos is in Miami with this exclusive.
The boyfriend of this missing woman tells me that she is not just his girlfriend, but she's also the mother of his 2 daughters and has never gone this long without contacting him. With each day that passes, her family grows more worried. He tells me the last place she was seen was right here at Bayside.
I love you very much, and I want you to be safe.
23-year-old Amir El Badri overcome with emotion with a message for his 23-year-old girlfriend, Ashley Morrissey, now reported missing by City of Miami police.
I just want her to come home.
Amir telling me he and his girlfriend of 5 years, who is also the mother of his 2 daughters, planned a vacation to Miami, arriving from Sacramento, California last Friday.
Really came out here because I wanted a romantic setting because I was going to propose to her.
Amir said Sunday the two went to Bayside Marketplace, and as they waited to board a tour boat just after 8 in the evening, he said Ashley disappeared.
We were in line for the boat, and she went to go use the restroom, and just didn't see her after that.
It has been nearly a week, and detectives continue their search for Angela, with their last clue coming from this Hialeah hotel where Amir said his credit card was last used, and he has now placed missing person flyers. Angela's mother also worries for her daughter's safety as she works to learn the truth as to what led up to her daughter's disappearance.
The situation of what they what they were told was a little bit different than what he told me. What's the truth? You know, what really happened?
This mother's message to her daughter, who she says has never gone this long without speaking.
We love you. We are concerned. Please call, text, do something to let us know you're okay.
If you have any information that can help police find her, you are urged to contact Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers. That number, 305-471-TIPS. For now, here in the city of Miami, Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
Now at 6:30, a plea for help from a mother desperate for clues after her daughter disappeared with no trace and has been missing for a week. Good evening, I'm Carly Barnett. 23-year-old California resident Angela Morrissey was visiting South Florida. Police say she was last seen at Bayside Marketplace in downtown Miami. That's where CBS 4's Bobeth Yates is this evening. Bobeth, what do we know about the investigation so far?
Well, right now we know very little, just that Angela Morrissey was last seen here at Bayside, like you said, with her boyfriend. And officials said that he told her they were waiting to get on a boat tour and then apparently vanished.
I'm hurting, you know, in my soul, wondering where my daughter is.
Darnella Melanson is the mother of 23-year-old Angela Morrissey, the California tourist who went missing on March 28th.
I have her two daughters here, my granddaughters, and they've been asking for her every day. Mommy, where's mommy? When can mommy come? We want to talk to mommy. And it's hard because I don't know what words to really say to them.
Melanson says when her daughter first got to Miami, they had been texting back and forth every day, but all that stopped last Sunday. She says her daughter's boyfriend, Amir El-Badri, told her the two were waiting to board for a boat tour from Bayside Marketplace in downtown when Angela went to use the bathroom and never came back. She says Amir claims Angela pretty much vanished, but Melanson says there have been inconsistencies in his statements.
So I continue to ask him, you know, like, these details don't make sense. Can you please just... So I was asking him questions about this and that, and he would be like, oh, well, wait a minute, that's what I said. So I believe the police agreed that there were too many inconsistencies. And so today they did have him do, I think, a recorded interview. And I still haven't heard from my daughter at the end of the day.
Now, Angela is described as 5'5", 145 pounds with black hair and brown eyes, and she's also American Indian descent. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 305-741-TIPS. Live in Miami, Bobeth Yates, CBS 4 News.
A desperate plea for help from the mother of a young mom who disappeared while on vacation right here in South Florida. Her daughter vanished while waiting in line for a boat ride at Bayside.
Her boyfriend and their two children have been searching for her ever since. Local 10's Alex Finney is live with the family's plea for help.
Well, police we know are knee-deep in this investigation. What we heard during this press conference just a little bit earlier, everyone pretty much agrees here that it's so unlike 23-year-old Angela Morrissey to just go missing and not contact family. Like you said there, it's been almost 2 weeks, and they are hoping and praying for her safe return. Surveillance video showing 23-year-old Angela Morrissey at a gas station off West Okeechobee Road in Hialeah. This the day after she was reported missing and possibly one of the last known sightings. Miami police this afternoon giving us a more clear timeline.
After she was last with the people that she met at Bayside, she was seen at a gas station where, again, she did not appear to be in distress or in any type of imminent danger.
But this is still a priority. Police telling us she was seen with these same two people at Bayside the day before. That's also where her cell phone was found. Morrissey's mother flew in from California this week, pleading for her daughter's safe return.
My daughter has now been missing almost 2 weeks.
The 23-year-old went missing around 8 p.m. at Bayside Marketplace on March 28th. She was in from California with her boyfriend. He says they were waiting to board a tour boat. She went to use the bathroom and then never returned. Missing persons flyers went up, and police immediately scoured all areas where she was last seen.
Angela, I love you. I have come to Miami to find you and to get you back home with us and home to Yazzie, home to Lonnie.
And you just heard her mother there speaking of her two children, the two children that she shares with her boyfriend. We have been covering this story extensively. Make sure you go to our website, local10.com. In the meantime, we do know that Miami Police working very closely in tandem with the Hialeah Police Department. If you have any information, make sure you give Miami Police a call. We're live right outside the police headquarters. Alex Finney, Local 10 News.
Okay, guys. Our next story is another missing cases story, and it comes out of California.
The search for a woman last seen in Midtown. Volunteers with Texas Equu-search scouring the area, find her car, and make a startling discovery. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ron Trevino. Equu-search volunteers say they found a young child inside that missing woman's car. Police say Laura Reed hasn't been seen since last night. The 34-year-old was spotted around 7 p.m. on Smith Street near Stewart in Midtown. Police say Reed is about 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighs 130 pounds. Equu-search volunteers began their search this afternoon, finding her car abandoned in a shopping center on West Gray with that child inside.
There was a baby left in the car that the mother, the child is just a little bit under 1 year old. So the mother would not have left the child in that car alone. And she was coming to a store here to purchase something, and the baby was found there alone. So there's a great concern for her safety.
Anyone with information on Reed's whereabouts is asked to call HPD's Missing Persons Unit at 832-394-1840.
An update to the 34-year-old mother who disappeared over the weekend. Her father says she is okay. Channel 2's Vincent Corbelli reports on the latest developments.
Good afternoon. Right now, details are scarce and there's lots of confusion, but authorities say that Reed got in contact with her father and the search was called off. 34-year-old Laura Reed was reported missing on Saturday. Texas Equu-search founder Tim Miller says she drove to a Montrose parking lot. Her 1-year-old son was inside her car. Then she vanished. Miller says volunteer searchers eventually found Reed's cell phone inside a store on Sunday, but they found no traces of Reed. As their search resumed Monday morning, Miller says Reed's father contacted him saying his daughter was okay.
I can tell you I'm almost speechless. I don't understand what's happened right now. Laura did contact her father and told her father that, hey, I'm okay, tell him to call off the search. The father asked her some questions only she would know. She answered the questions, and then she actually sent a picture of herself to her father.
And we still don't know what led to her disappearance, but again, we do know this afternoon that she was able to get in contact with her father and that the search was called off. Reporting in Houston, Vincent Crivelli, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Okay, guys, that story was very, very interesting. And what caught my attention is the fact that towards the end, everything was through text message. They never said that the father talked to the daughter. It just said that he asked her questions through a text message and she replied back. I still think foul play is going on with that case. Something about that just ain't right. Just the simple fact that she just left her child alone in the car, to me, was a red flag. Tell me what you guys think. Please leave your comments below. I'm very curious. I'm going to follow this story up because I think something else is going on, or it could be a case of where maybe she had like a mental breakdown. I don't know, but I'm curious to hear what you guys think. I'm this case really has left a sour taste in my mouth. I just feel like something else is going on. Okay, we're going to do the last story of the evening and then we're going to close out.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with me on this Friday. You know, there's some things that you just can't make up, and this is one of them. Let me introduce you to a lady who's in public office. She's a Lake Wales City Commissioner. Her name's Kristen Fitzgerald. She's 41 years of age. Now, Kristen Fitzgerald did something that was very bad. It was horrible. On June the 2nd of this year, she went to a friend's house and on the cell phone told the friend's 11-year-old child to come outside. And she told him, get in the car. Well, he knew her. He thought, I finished school, I had good grades. Maybe she's going to give me some money or a present or something. This is late in the evening. He gets in the car. She leaves. She drives him down to Struthers Honey House, which is a business, pulls in and asks him if he had done something inappropriate with another child that she knows. And he denies it. This supposedly happened a year ago. Did you hear what I said? A year ago. This victim, who is 11 years old now, was 10 at the time. And the other child that was supposed to be involved in this was 12 at the time. So he denies it. At that time, Kristen threatens the child, an 11-year-old child, and says, if you do that again, I'll bury you. She pulls a handgun out from under the seat and shows it to him while she says this. Then she drives him back to his house with a handgun in her lap and lets him out. He's exceptionally upset, so he goes to his room and tells his older brother that Kristen just threatened to kill him. The older brother goes to Mom. Mom notifies the sheriff's office of an armed disturbance, and deputies respond that night. As the investigation unfolds, it's turned over to the detectives. We find out that she has made admissions that she did that. When the young boy, the 11-year-old, is telling the story, he said she threatened to kill me and bury me alive. Her statement was, I didn't say I was going to bury him alive. I said I was going to bury him. Did you hear what I said? Can you believe in 2021 that the lights haven't come on for her yet? That you can't threaten an 11-year-old with a handgun in your hand? She literally petrified him, scared him. We went to arrest her. She gave us partial admissions. And then she said, but I didn't point a handgun at him. And all of the testimony we have is she didn't point it directly at him. She pulled it out and showed it to him and said, I'll bury you if you ever do that again. Folks, there's a lot of details that we obviously can't discuss because it's protected information. But this city commissioner was way out of line. I mean, it should give everybody pause that she's making decisions for the city of Lake Wales when she's that irrational. Well, we have that firearm from her. She's currently in the county jail, charged with a felony, an aggravated assault with a firearm, and she's also charged with having the child inappropriately without permission of the parent. I can't explain why someone does something like that. Totally irrational, totally inappropriate. A felonious assault on an 11-year-old child by a city commissioner. She needs to wake up. You're held to a higher standard when you're in public office. She is supposed to set the positive example for the community to follow. What she has done is set the example for the community not to ever follow. So at the end of the day, she'll move through the criminal justice system as she faces her felony charges, and The child is now once again home safe with his family, and his family is livid beyond all expectation, as you would be if someone threatened your child to bury them while holding a firearm. Any questions?
There are people online saying she's a good person who made a mistake, and maybe any parent could understand the anger she was feeling. Can you kind of speak to why this was still an illegal act?
Yeah, I'm more than happy to explain that to you. I'm not suggesting, somebody says online she's a good person. There's a lot of good people. Even bad people aren't bad all the time. But it doesn't give a good person the right to be wrong occasionally. That was a horrible, felonious act toward an 11-year-old child by a 41-year-old woman who's also a city commissioner. We expect more of everybody in the community, and certainly city commissioners and public officials are held to a higher standard. So regardless of what she thought, it was wrong. Oh, and did I add that the 11-year-old said he smelled alcohol on her? He thought maybe she was drinking or had been drunk or was drunk. So at the end of the day, I don't know what gets into some people to do the irrational things they do, but what she did was a totally irrational, felonious act while she's a city commissioner.
Why did it take so long to arrest her? You said it happened last year?
She just now confronted him the other night from an event that allegedly happened a year ago. An event that the 11-year-old, who was then 10, absolutely, totally denies. And at the end of the day, all of that will be followed up as well. But regardless, you don't get to take the law into your own hands. You don't get to have a few libations in the evening and then storm over to another person's home, take their 11-year-old out of their house, and then threaten them with a gun and to bury them. That's craziness. Anything else? Y'all take care. Have a good weekend. We'll see you when the next person does the most ridiculous thing you've ever imagined in your life. See you later.
Okay, guys, tell me what you think. I've never heard of this sheriff, but down in the chat, it's going down. Apparently, he has a history of being prejudiced. I don't know. I might even do a research video on him and find out maybe some past history. That was very interesting and enlightening. I couldn't get over the fact that not only are you in a place of authority, but to abuse that authority. And I'm pretty sure that 11-year-old is going to be traumatized. You put a gun in somebody's face, that's traumatizing enough for an adult. So could you imagine an 11-year-old? That child is not going to be right for a while. He's going to need some intense therapy. Okay, guys, please don't forget, this is the month of June, which is my birth month. I got a birthday coming up on the 17th, which is Thursday. So, and shout out to all the Geminis. If you have a birthday this month, happy birthday to you in advance. Okay, guys, please check out my wedding series. I have a whole playlist full of celebrity weddings, and they're doing very well. My Jeezy, Jeannie Mai just hit 3,000 views, and I just did one last night, and I'm going to show it to you guys before I close out. I just did one on Tank and Zena's wedding, and it was beautiful. And also, my second highest wedding video is the Kenny Lattimore, Faith Jenkins. It's beautiful. Their wedding is so beautiful. So check out, I have like a variety going on my channel. So check out, if you're into celebrity weddings, have a look at my playlist. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Sly Jones, special shout out to you. Thank you so much for your support. And to the hardest working moderator in these YouTube streets, my Shaquila Dixon. You're so amazing. You show up every week. You're so dedicated, and I appreciate you so much. All right, tune in during the week. I have my hot topics of the day. I do celebrity news throughout the week. And of course, every Sunday it's going down here when I do my live stream. Be blessed. And like I said, I'm going to close out with the Tank Zena celebrity wedding photos. Have a great evening.